This is Awesome St. John, Jason, the original Red Ranger. You are watching the Morphin Network.
This Morphin Network video is sponsored by Ranger Stop Convention and Ranger Stop and Pop. Have you ever wanted to see all your favorite Power Rangers together in one epic convention? Go to Ranger Stop! Ranger Stop and Pop. March 5th to the 7th, 2021. Atlanta, Georgia. Ranger Stop 8. November 11th to the 14th, 2021. Orlando, Florida. Get your tickets now.
Welcome, everyone. Breaking news. Power Rangers is leaving Netflix. More as it develops.
I mean, I don't need Netflix because I have the tapes here right now. So
Dude, you're out of date. You need the DVD.
And I got the DVDs.
Good. It's all about old school, right?
Uh-huh.
A wise man.
I'm only going to show the Disney ones because I don't have the space like Kent does.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, guys, welcome to our episode. Well, actually, not Ranger podcast. It's more of a breaking news podcast. We're gonna talk. We have special guests right now. We have Clement finally joining us. We have surprisingly back is Jen, and that's it. That's all we have. We're not seeing anyone else. We're not seeing anyone else. So we're gonna yeah.
Get that off the screen. It is a new year. Matter of fact, before I'm gonna stop real quick. Welcome everyone. We're talking about this, but I want to wish to everyone right now, to all our fans out there, and everyone in the Power Rangers community, Happy New Year. We have made it to 2021. Thank you guys so much for rocking with us in 2020, and now we are here. We are here right now in 2021. Let's get started. Boom.
I will host today's podcast as usual. So today's news: Power Rangers is leaving Netflix. Well, not all the seasons. Basically, Morphin and then basically Beast Morphin and Ninja Steel. I think is staying. Basically, some of the Ninja Saban seasons. And this, yeah. So, what are you guys' reactions to it leaving? Starting with Mike here. I'll go this way.
Well, for me, it's no complete loss because, like I said, I have the DVDs. And as I showed a moment ago, my seasons 2 and 3 DVDs are autographed by a close personal friend of mine. So to me, it's not that big of a loss. Honestly, I'm more worried about losing VR Troopers and Beetleborgs because I definitely don't have those. But for the people who don't collect DVDs, because some people don't even have DVD players anymore, I feel a little bit bad for them. But I mean, hopefully it just moves to Hulu or HBO or something. The other. I mean, that's what happened to Parks and Recreation back when it went from Netflix to Hulu. Now it's on Peacock, so I don't know what's gonna happen there. I don't know. Maybe this is in anticipation for what's gonna happen after Dino Fury. Again, everything's uncertain, so I can't really comment on that. Oh, and also I'm wearing my Jungle Karma shirt.
All right, Jen, you're next. On Netflix.
Well, from a business perspective, I could understand why Netflix do this because Netflix wants to keep the consumers because consumers they like new things all the time. So from a consumer's perspective, I could understand why Netflix is doing this, because you always want to put new things, so you're always gonna try to do, cancel shows, leave things out, because that's what people want. They want new things, and that really sucks also for people who are diehard Power Rangers fans. But I could understand it a business perspective. In my opinion, and like personally, like Nickelodeon, like not just Nickelodeon, but Power Rangers and Netflix was actually a really good idea, and I'm glad they kept it for a while. I'm just sad that it's gonna end soon, and I'm hoping for the best, hoping HBO Max, because I got HBO Max. So HBO Max, hopefully, no, I'm just kidding. Would go to it go there. Overall, I'm really sad. It was a really good marketing tool, and like my little brother loved watching Power Rangers on Netflix because we don't. How some of us have VHS and DVDs, like some people.
Yes, yes.
I still have VHS.
Well, I don't know what happened. Our VHS is not working, so it's not feasible. So because of that, it's really good for.
I can humbly say that I still have my VHS because I still have my special edition of Casablanca.
Well, some of us don't have that. Some of our parents threw away our old VHS thing.
Oh, and by the way, guys, it's not all of it. Other is in the garage. I legit have like hundreds of more VHS tapes. So
lucky you guys, I don't.
Well, here's the thing, Jen. There's something called eBay. My dad has like 30 VCRs in the attic, just to make sure that he will still have at least one
30?
functioning VCR by the time he dies.
Yeah, but how many of them are actually working?
All of them. He tested all of them.
Wow. Because ours broke.
If they don't work, he returns them.
I'm just saying because mine broke, ours broke, so that's why we don't have that. So for me, I'm really sad, heartbroken. But you know what? Tubi TV still kind of helps because I anyone that doesn't have Tubi, you can at least watch Power Rangers. Well, Super Sentai.
Yes. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, and Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on to Fox here.
No. I'm gonna let Clement go first. Go ahead.
Well, Power Rangers leaving Netflix. Wow. I'd say it's a huge change, and wow, for 2021, they're just changing it. I think they're just doing this for more rooms for other shows, but I'm a little bit sad that any Netflix account owners, if they have this account to watch like Power Rangers, you have until the end of 31st. Is that what it says? 31st, right?
Yeah.
Binge watch.
If you think about it, it's been 10 years since it's been on Netflix.
Yeah, you have.
It came on Netflix like February 2011.
Okay.
Then
if any of you Power Ranger fans have the time to binge watch all the Power Ranger episodes, do it now before it's removed. But yeah, I don't know what's going to move on to, but anyone who owns Netflix, well, you can avoid paying every monthly because of the Power Rangers are gone, or you can go to a local DVD store and buy your own collection set of DVDs. Like my friends here, like they all have their DVD collections. You just get those.
They stopped selling them in retails a while back. Like I think. Because like I was able to get the Mighty Morphin ones from Sunco, so I had to drive all the way to Gardenia just to get that.
You have to go to antique stores now for them.
Yeah.
Well, that's all my thoughts. I'm just a little bit upset for any Netflix owners where they're gonna miss Power Rangers, but
Anyways, moving on to Canty Boy because Fox decided to cut. Just kidding.
I came prepared for this.
Look at that. Look at our partner, Quasar Red. Look at all that stack. He is just balling.
Actually, do it again.
Show that one more time.
Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so
Look
sick.
at all that.
For the record, I have other seasons other than the ones I have displayed here. I just didn't want to pull out the entire stack to bring over here.
Mhm.
Wow.
All right, Kent.
Well, I am very, but in general, we kind of figured this was going to come at some point. I didn't really think now because, Power Rangers is still, going pretty strong, and I think it's kind of a shame for it to be leaving Netflix because it came real handy when I finally binge watched the whole season, and it also came in handy when I was throwing this party a few years ago, and I was planning on doing it with using it again for another one that's coming up. But yeah, it's a shame, and like I said, it's also going to be sad to see VR Troopers and Beetleborgs potentially fade away too, because Bruno from MMPR Toys said that the show may not be on Netflix forever, and the only way to get them now is through the DVDs. So I'm hoping at least we do get to see some other like they start streaming on another platform like HBO, Universal. I think one of you guys mentioned.
I got. I know what's gonna be. Well, I'll you continue because I know.
Also, hold on, let me see. I'm just knocking all these down. Okay, yeah, okay. So I also think by taking it off Netflix, they lose the potential to make like Netflix specials, like SPD, like they're always talking about doing a reunion with that show season. And like Matt Austin said something like maybe a Netflix special, like just like there's like options and possibilities that are lost with this. But who knows? We'll just have to see. Maybe this is just another part of the new era that Hasbro plans to do with the franchise.
All right, Fox, you're next.
So I did some digging because I found this out earlier today. I did not know what the heck was going on. My Twitter blew up, especially from people from the Power Rangers community that follow me. They're like, "Hey, did you hear?" I'm like, "What? What happened? Power Rangers leaving Netflix?" I'm like, "No, it's not." So here are all the seasons that are leaving. Pretty much all of the Fox era Power Rangers. So Alien Ranger, so not Mighty Morphin, but Alien Ranger all the way to freaking Wild Force. Then the Disney era, so Ninja Storm all the way down to RPM. And then the vast majority of the Neo Saban Nickelodeon era, which is Samurai all the way to Supercharge. It sucks, especially especially for people who just jump back into Power Rangers and stuff like that. Like I know people who never watched Power Rangers, but because of Netflix is the reason why there are people who are now becoming like more casual or even moderate or even more like diehard Power Ranger fans, and that was because of Netflix. I have a feeling why they're doing it, and I get it. One,
business perspective.
Yes, business perspective wise, let's just face it, Netflix is losing this streaming wars because HBO Max got the Snyder Cut and a whole bunch of other things coming out. Disney is popping off shots with the Star Wars and Marvel shows that are coming out. Hulu's doing its thing, Amazon Prime's doing its thing, YouTube's doing its thing. Netflix, honestly, I don't know why they're taking off, but it is what it is. I have a good feeling it's going to be on another streaming platform. Now, Ryan, just try and go to what you're saying. Correct me if I'm wrong. Universal owns Hasbro, correct? Which studio owns Hasbro? Like,
you don't know Hasbro, they collaborate. Paramount, and Paramount has their own streaming service.
There you go. I'm like, Paramount has its own streaming service, and Paramount even has their own network. Spike TV is now the Paramount network. So likely or not, it's finna go there. Now, if it's gonna cost money, well, I'll kindly, wholeheartedly say to anyone who has the Paramount streaming service, I will gladly take your email and password so I can download it on my Amazon TV. So that way I don't have to pay for it.
He's not even hiding the fact that he's
I'm not. No, I'm not. I fairly admit that. So yes, I will.
That's cybercrime. I'm sorry, but we're not cybercrime anyway.
No,
how is it cybercrime? I'm sharing. Sharing is caring.
It's privateering.
Sharing is caring.
You're not paying, but you're not paying through legal means. So it's not piracy. It's privateering.
Like Mike is. I'm using Mike's HBO Max. That's not, and it was sharing.
And I'm using his Disney Plus
and WWE Network. Sharing is caring. It sucks. Wait,
suck. I have WWE. You didn't tell me that.
Sharing is caring. Anyways, like I said, it does suck, but I have a feeling on why they're doing it, and I'm pretty sure this is what Ryan's going to talk about. So Ryan, the floor is yours, good sir.
Take a grain of salt. So you guys know I am part of the Illuminati. So I knew about this before it got reported because our good friend Bryce West, also a writer for Illuminati, wrote this report. I was like, wait, is this for real? I thought it was just like, okay, but then when I saw on Netflix, oh shit, it is happening. So I was like, all right. So I am not surprised. For one, it's contractual. So when Netflix was with Power Rangers, it was with Saban, and Saban had a contract.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that contract actually did extend to 2021. So I'm actually surprised. Well, not surprised. I'm not surprised that Hasbro did not renew the contract because, of course, they have their own streaming service, Paramount, right? And of course, they don't have like a show that will do the cater. So I won't be surprised if it goes to Paramount. Honestly, if Power Rangers go to Paramount, their streaming service, because one, it will give them attention. Example, like look at Disney Plus. Like, what are you gonna watch it for? Yeah, there's all Disney movies out there, but what do you really want to watch it for? Mandalorian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with YouTube Red. When YouTube Red was still this early pinnacle was
Karate Kid,
Cobra Kai. But now Cobra Kai season 3 is amazing to watch it. You're okay.
I literally just finished Cobra Kai season 3 today.
Yes. Anyway,
the ending though.
Spoilers. I haven't seen Cobra Kai yet.
Okay,
Anyway.
I'm gonna just put it to you like this. Imagine Revenge of the Sith and Jedi Strikes Back put together, except instead of lightsabers, it's karate.
Yes. Anyway,
it's that good.
Yes. Anyway, moving on. Oh god. Oh, wait a minute. Someone wants to join a special guest of ours.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
Get in
Wait,
here.
7 people?
Yes, a special guest wants to join from a special YouTube page we're friends with.
All the warriors are coming
people?
tonight.
Well, it's a special guest in the Power Ranger community. Let's just say this person's really special. Well, let's see. All right, bro, I sent you the link. Hope you got it. So this person, well, you're welcome to get in. Anyway, so not what I was saying. Yeah, I won't be surprised in our streaming service again because a lot of these streaming services want something content in their own platform. So yeah, Power Rangers for Paramount. I won't be surprised. Also includes because again, the Power Ranger movie is going to be a Paramount movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And besides, hey, maybe you never know. Maybe Paramount can make their own like animated series, or maybe can make their own like live action platform to it. So, and oh my God, is he here? Yes, he's here.
Can we get everyone in here?
Oh, he's here.
Yes, we can.
Cody from How's
What's
it
up?
My Power Ranger guy who does our thumbnails. What's up, dude?
Hey,
So-
thanks for the holiday rush on those posters, by the way.
I think everything's kind of a little broken up.
Oh, can you hear us? Cody?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah. I can hear
Yes.
you.
Yep.
There we go.
So, Cody, before I'm done. So, what are your thoughts? Since you're a special guest, what are your thoughts of Power Rangers leaving Netflix?
I ain't got to worry about that. Look what I got over here.
No.
Wait, Cody, we'll do.
Yeah. Pull me in.
Give me a spotlight.
What's that? Oh, what's this? Oh, 20 seasons of Power Rangers? I ain't got to worry about that. Look, I did a whole video today, and it's like within a few hours, I got 300 views.
Heyo.
Yo.
But yeah, man. So, I mean, Cody, what do you think? If you had to choose, where do you think it's gonna go? Like Power Rangers. So, because I have a feeling it's gonna get renewed. If I don't, worst case scenario, where does it go?
Hulu. That's the only thing I can think is maybe Hulu.
Isn't that Disney though?
No, I don't think that's Disney.
To be fair, a lot of shows are on Hulu that are not just Disney. You have stuff from Fox, you have stuff from NBC, you have stuff from
FX.
CBS, FX, FXX. There are a lot of things that are on there. So even though Hulu is a Disney property, every network under the sun has put their stuff on there. BET, MTV, VH1.
Syndication, basically, but virtually.
Yeah, my second guess would have been Amazon Prime, but it's been on there before, has it not?
Yeah.
Not that I remember.
I could have swore something Power Rangers related was on Amazon.
I think it was the Power Rangers 2017 movie because if you had Amazon Prime, you could have watched it for free.
Oh yeah, you definitely had the what's it called, the 2017 movie on Hulu, and you had the 95 movie on HBO.
Huh. Is it still there?
Yeah,
it's
it
not on
is.
HBO no more.
I thought they were also showing Turbo, a Power Ranger movie, on one of those channels as well.
It was on HBO Max last time I checked.
Interesting. So now go to the next topic for today. So the rumored Power Ranger live action, animated series. Well, technically, I'll say this: Power Rangers is going to be a multiverse that actually is happening, according to Hasbro's. Well, it was already reported a long time ago.
And now
Oh,
all
who's
the
here?
warriors are here, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's favorite waifu from the Struggle Game podcast.
Oh my god!
Hi guys.
Whoa!
So we have a group here, and plus the special guest.
We get one more
We're
person in.
assembling our own multiverse
My
right
homie.
now.
We get one more person in here. We could
Homegirl.
recreate the opening to the Brady Bunch.
So
Here's a story.
Cody now our special guest. For
Morphin
that
Squad.
episode.
The Ultra Zord.
It's gonna be
Anyway, Noemi, so real quick. Noemi, Netflix, Power Rangers, the Fox era Power Rangers, except Mighty Morphin's leaving, Disney era Power Rangers leaving Netflix, and a good chunk of the Nickelodeon era Power Rangers are leaving Netflix. What are your thoughts?
Oh my god, like this is the first time I'm hearing. I mean, I watched every episode of Power Rangers on Netflix, and I just can't believe it's gonna be gone. Like, wow, no way. Every morning, I always get up and eat my breakfast and watch Power Rangers, like whatever Power Rangers show I can find. Like, why?
I mean,
Oh.
it's all right.
Before I go any further, I want to congratulate Noemi because she is the last of the Mohicans to graduate college.
Yes,
Congrats!
Officially done with college. She is the class of the fall class of 2020. So everyone in the chat, YouTube and Facebook, please give Noemi a round of applause.
Hey, college graduate!
Gracias, arigato gozaimasu.
Now we just need that university to cough up my master's degree, and we're good to go.
Yeah, then you beaten us already. The highest education level.
I'm going back to school.
Same here.
I'm trying to go back to school too.
I'm going
I
back.
know,
to
you're sweet.
Well,
Anyway,
I got this. I know.
School sucks. I know.
all right, Ryan, go ahead, bro.
Okay. Okay, so I mean, as it is, let's do a bet. What do you guys bet? Well, I already said the bet, but do you guys imagine Power Rangers? But what was I on? Oh yeah, the multiverse. So if you make a Power Rangers like a streaming service on, let's say, Paramount, like, how will it affect the live action like show for adults? Will it be affected or will it be different? What are you guys' opinions on it? Because there is a reported that a live action for adults will happen.
Like, what do you mean by that? Do you mean like, do you want like a collab between like Paramount shows and whatnot?
Yeah, let's say Paramount or any streaming service does get Power Rangers. Like, what do you think that like? So in the report, also said like, okay, so they're making Power Ranger Multiverse. They're gonna make an animated series, another show for adults. So basically like Cobra Kai. And then rumor has it they're still gonna continue the kids show, but I don't know how they're gonna do it because remember they lost with Toei. But again, what do you think is the future for those iterations? Because the movie's fine. The movie's like with Paramount, but with those two shows that I just mentioned.
Seems kind of new to us, in my opinion.
Starting with our guests. What do you think, Cody?
Well, I first of all wanted to say that I am still expecting some kind of Nickelodeon Plus to knock Disney Plus off its pedestal, but whatever. Let's hope that happens.
We already had a Cartoon Network Plus. It's called Boomerang.
Well, I mean, think of it as Disney Plus, but as Nickelodeon, so we would get Drake and Josh and all this other stuff. That would be awesome. But what were we talking about again?
Disney Plus would be knocked off its pedestal.
The topic is basically now. How will Power Rangers now do their live action? Because again, they're gonna make three, according to John and Whistle, or basically the Hasbro people, that they're gonna make three shows. So they said they're gonna continue the kids show, but I don't know how they're gonna do it. They're gonna try making a live action show that's more focused on adults, like for our generation, and a movie. An animated series. The movie's like right there, but
I mean, personally, I feel like if they're going to have this I like a multi-age gap, so I don't know. yeah, maybe they can like put something on HBO or something like have like the adult version of it be on HBO Max or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how that would work, but
Okay.
it would be on some kind of streaming service. Maybe it'll end up back on Netflix.
Yes. All right, Boken. Next, we'll go this way.
Personally, as I've mentioned in like when we were like throwing around ideas about a certain article, I'm personally not a fan of like. I'm not personally a fan of having an adult version of Power Rangers because, like as I've mentioned before, there's a like TV and movie studios have this preconceived dichotomy where adulthood like to appeal to adult it needs to be dark, violent, edgy, and sexy. While for kids, it needs to be lighthearted and straight to the point and just force feed it to you. And the thing is, honestly, I find both extremes to be super unappealing. And like I've used in the past, the examples of Samurai and Power/Rangers, where it's like, why are you making Samurai too simplified when the time slot right next to it is Legend of Korra, where someone blew himself up on a boat, while on the other hand, we don't need to see a ranger doing drugs.
Right. Oh my
Nickelodeon.
Yeah. No, come to think of it,
And quite honestly, no offense to Naomi Scott, but like I was not really a fan of the way they wrote Kimberly in the movie because they made her out to be like because they made her out to be a school bully, as it turns out, and they had no resolution for that. So when that cheerleader got her car destroyed in that one scene, she's like, "Yeah, that's what you get." I'm like, so you admitted that you've been a jerk to her, and you're continuing to be a jerk to her. Like there should have been a scene where like turns out like she framed her for like cyberbullying her instead. Like turns out I've been wearing this guilt in me this whole time for nothing.
Didn't know how I feel about Becky G as well.
Yeah, and like that, and like to appeal to adults, it doesn't have to be mature. It just needs to be nuanced. And like keep in mind, you got seasons like RPM, which takes place, which is basically Terminator Salvation, but Power Rangers.
Why did you mention that?
He hates me for making that reference. And it was done well. Adults can appeal. It appeals to adults, and it was targeted towards kids. And honestly, kids liked it too. Heck, even like Time Force, which is the one I like to focus on. Heck, even Jungle Fury, which is a more lighthearted season, still had a lot of nuances about like the way they trained to become martial artists. Is how like there are no shortcuts. You have to follow your own path and all that stuff. Like people aren't just black and white. There are grays in between of how like there are like reasons why people do what they do, and like there's like a lot of philosophy that can go into Jungle Fury. I could write an 8-page paper on it right now if I wanted to. Give me 2 hours. And it's targeted towards kids and it still holds up, so like I don't think we need a kids Power Rangers versus an adults Power Rangers. We just need an all ages Power Rangers that is just layered enough that it appeals to both kids and adults. Saban and Disney have done in the past. They could do it again. Well, Hasbro can do it again, as long as they understand what, why, and how to do things.
Can I piggyback off this real quick, just because it is a great point what he's saying?
Go ahead.
Because I've noticed, especially during the mid 2000s, is after The Dark Knight came out, a lot of properties were trying to copy that brooding dark, and I did see a lot of kids franchises trying to do that. So yeah, I mean, I agree, it doesn't need to be that dark.
I want you to hold that thought because I want to talk about that when I get to me.
Yeah, it just needs to be nuanced.
All right. So, Kent, your take. What do you think is going to happen now for those 3 shows? 3 iterations.
I think, like the show that's aimed for kids, it doesn't need to be too, lighthearted and, cheerful. And the show aimed for adults, it doesn't have to be brooding and dark and grim all the time. What I think would be interesting is maybe have like the animated series, be kind of like a bridge between these two shows. Like maybe, like say it's Hyperforce, and like they're traveling, different times and different dimensions. Like over here, they're seeing what's going on with the kids show version, and then over here, this is what's going on with the brooding one. Yeah, I think that could be an interesting story, kind of similar to like what they did with I forget her name, but she's like the second in command of Shield on
Agent Carter.
Maria Hill.
Ryan Hill,
No,
Linda May,
not Linda May.
Daisy Johnson.
I think so. She was second in command of Shield for Nick Fury. I think that would be
Mariah Hill. That's Mariah Hill.
Mariah Hill.
What I said.
That could be cool. Just have it to be where kid this could be, the show for kids could also tackle serious topics, and then the show for adults like I said, doesn't have to be brooding and stuff. Also, my response to Kimberly in the movie: sequels were canceled, so we didn't learn this whole thing. But anyway, someone else can go.
I'll go real quick.
Go next.
Which one?
Jen, go next.
Oh,
Jen?
me.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so for me, in my opinion, I'd say it needs to be nuanced, kind of like in the middle, where I needed to both cater for the adults that grew up on Power Rangers, but also for the next generation of kids who wants to see Power Rangers, for the first time. And in my opinion, I think that's what it needs. It needs a perfect balance. I would say go for like a comic, because the Power Ranger comics, it caters more for just adults who grew up, but it can still it can still introduce new things for the children to learn that they didn't grow up on. So that's where I'm at. I'm also at a place where, because Paramount and because of HBO, because Netflix leaving, not Netflix, I mean Power Rangers leaving Netflix and whatnot, and because of the whole business thing, I want to see where they go. So I think they should think strategically on what they're doing, because Power Rangers right now, I mean, in my opinion, I'm glad they're making good decisions. I'm seeing Legacy Wars, Power Rangers Legacy Wars, I'm seeing Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, and I want to keep, seeing it continue on, and that means good business decisions, also good target audience. Remember, you have to have good target audience from a business perspective. So I want to see where that's at. That's my expectations, where it needs to be in the middle of both catering to all audience, but not just for the adults or the parents who grew up on Power Rangers, and maybe for their kids as well.
Maybe take a book out of Star Wars and do something kind of like how Mandalorian did.
This is the
Oh
way.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
This is the way.
Can you back up that for a second?
Or Cobra Kai.
Yeah, that's
Cody,
too.
All right.
Cody makes an interesting point, bringing up Mandalorian. I apologize for interrupting it, everyone. Like the whole Mandalorian, it's like an issue with Rise of Skywalker was the fact that they tried to appeal to two different kind of audiences in all the wrong ways, while Mandalorian appeals to two different kinds of audiences in the right ways. So yeah, you should do a thing that appeals to everyone, but in a way that satisfies everyone, rather than just be for everyone.
All right, Clement, you're next.
All right, so they're making a kids show, a new live action, a movie, and an animation. So my thoughts are, with so many shows coming out in 2021, there's so many opportunities that the writers and the producers can do. Like, we have Cobra Kai, we have The Mandalorian, we have so many new shows coming soon. And we can't, I don't know, like Hollywood tends to take materials and maybe like copy them, but for a kids show, why not make it like fun, interactive, and educational for Power Rangers? Because when I was watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, it was fun and educational at the end of the episode, because every episode at the end teaches us a lesson. And for a live action, why not try something new? Like, I've already seen like I did see small clips of like the new Power Rangers, and it's good, but I feel like maybe add a new twist. I don't want I just want the writers and the producers to don't don't follow the rules of the studios. Like, make your own rules. Do what you like to do. Because if anyone is holding you back of your ideas, then sooner or later, how do you think the fans will like it? Because so many writers can be restricted by the power of the studio or by the producers or the people who are in charge of budgeting the project. Now, for movie, movie. Okay, what did 2017 cost? There are some things that didn't work, and maybe in the old 90s movies, some things did work and some didn't. So in 2021 or 2022, in the future, when the new movie comes out, bring something new to the table that we have never seen before, that will make us make that Power Ranger great again. Like, let's add something new that we have never seen before, because movies with new technologies, with new camera sets and all that, and our CGI animations are already way off the charts if they can do it in the final episode of Mandalorian. And now for animation, an animated series, why not? Like, we all grew up watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. That was a very, very good show, and we all are connected to these characters. And if they were to approach that kind of animation style, or if they're trying something new, we'll watch it. Just give us something new. Don't keep recycling the same materials like you did like 10 years ago or 20 years ago or 25 years ago. Do something new that will be almost like how we are engaging to Cobra Kai, that Karate Kid, or like some other great shows that we're watching, like Star Wars,
like The Legend of Korra also.
Yeah, and Korra.
Season 1 is the best. I'm just kidding.
All
Anyway,
these new projects, new opportunities, break the rules, bring us something new, and then we will give our thoughts. Just do that.
Yeah, Clement, if I could piggyback off what you were saying. Like I said, the Nickelodeon seasons do kind of feel like they are aware of what the more mature stuff that the previous seasons have done, but it just comes off like someone or something, some higher ups, are keeping them from telling mature stories themselves. So yeah, like I said, don't be afraid to break the rules, be risque, you can make characters relatable, and you can also, they can have flaws, but they also can also be wait, I said that backwards. Characters don't have to be flawless and perfect. They can have issues, have real life dramas you can relate to, and they don't have to be squeaky clean all the time. So yeah, don't be afraid of what the studio says. Just tell your own story, and if it works, it works.
Well, unfortunately, Power Rangers is one of those franchises that, unfortunately, nostalgia gets in the way of storytelling sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've seen this happen so many times lately. We're going to probably see it again in Dino Fury. So,
yeah, if we're all nostalgic, then we're going to be stuck for a franchise that we love. Like,
we're in purgatory.
Star Wars approached something new, and with the Mandalorian, and now we're great about it. And if they can do that to Power Rangers, maybe we can get back on that horse.
Okay, anyway, next is Naomi Fox. You figure, don't worry, you'll have the whole. This is the last topic. Anyway, okay. Naomi, you're next.
All right. I actually want to point out some things, like when it comes to adding like an adult feature version of Power Rangers and still continue on with the child version, of course. Like, I would like to see kind of like the same combination as it was throughout the years, like not only more educational, but I would also like to see on how they would plan to do it, like, break it down step by step. If they were to, like how Clement was saying, that it's okay to express your own story. I mean, even though we don't know for sure if it'll come out good or well, as long as you're expressing your creativity and your way on how the show might turn out,
That's what the creator of SPD did.
Mm-hmm. And like I was saying, I would like to see more educational portions, and not only because even though back then it was more educational until today, but as the new generation comes, because they would like to see different things because nowadays kids are into technology. Like there should be more messages about that and like, you know, all these situations that are happening, you know?
All right. Fox, since you've been raising your hand, go ahead. Oh, and
The ace is here. Okay. All right.
Can you do this for me for a while, please? Can you do this?
What?
Nothing.
The ace is here. Anyways, all right. I think we're kind of. I want to bring it back to because I feel as if we're also like deviating from the main. What you've got, damn you! This is a new year. God damn it! Can we please stop? Stop it! Stop! Stop it! Anyway. I think we're deviating from the original question. Ryan, what was the original question again? What the hell?
I'm putting it in the middle.
Okay.
There you go.
What was the original question again, Ryan?
Yes, the original question is, with all with Power Rangers leaving Netflix, and of course now with Hasbro saying like, okay, we're gonna be making a live action TV show that is basically for the adults, or basically our generation. That's more a little bit not dark, but a little bit more, you know, a little more like our mature.
Nuanced.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then also an animated show. I don't know, animated show, and of course continuing the kids show. So what do you think of thoughts of that?
What are my thoughts? Okay.
What do you think is going to happen to those 3 shows now?
Okay, so this is what I think is going to happen because I mean.
Oh no, because originally Netflix was supposed to have the rumored was of the live action.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, because I think I think we're just deviating from it. So my initial thoughts, because now that Netflix is just lost Power Rangers and all the Fox, Disney, and half of the Nickelodeon era are leaving Netflix and potentially going to Paramount Network. At this point, we're probably going to have original Power Ranger stuff on Paramount Network, while Nickelodeon is still going to do the shows like Dino Fury and whatever future we have with Power Rangers after Dino Fury is still up in the air, but we're not going to talk about that. And then also we have the new movie that's coming out that's been confirmed to open up the multiverse, and then we have the comic books and stuff. The way I'm seeing it is like this: is that everyone's going to do their own shtick, and because of the fact that it is a multiverse, at some point we're going to see a crossover. We're going to see a crossover with Paramount, whatever Paramount has up their sleeve with like original content of Power Rangers.
Yellowstone. I'm just kidding.
We will also see friggin' Nickelodeon stuff crossover, and we can potentially see the movies crossover, considering the fact that the movie is going to be the prologue to the multiverse. I'm looking at it as if this. We have all grown up on Ninja Turtles. We all at some point watched the 80s version. We all watched the Fox version. We watched the Nickelodeon version. We watched both Nickelodeon versions. At some point, each of those seasons crossed over, including with the comic books that were, to speak to Daredevil, even though they killed Shredder in that one. Spoiler. We're gonna see something for what I am looking at. We are potentially going to see what we saw with Ninja Turtles on how at some point you're going to see a generational crossover. And that's not a bad idea. It's how they capitalize on it, because
but it depends, because let me tell you, the TMNT, you remember the movie with Megan Fox, right?
We don't no. We're not talking about that one. We're not talking about that.
You don't want to talk about that? Okay.
Because that movie wasn't that good.
He doesn't even want to talk about a certain movie about a certain franchise with with Justin Chatwick.
Anyway, moving on.
Anyways, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna potentially see and get that. And Cody, you ain't slick. Get that monstrosity out of my face. Anyways, we're gonna potentially see something in a sense where either we're gonna see how they do. We're gonna see a crossover on how they did with Ninja Turtles, like with the Shell Forever one, where you had the 03 Turtles Forever with the 03, the 80s, and the comic books coming together, or the Nickelodeon one where the 2012 Ninja Turtles and the 80s Ninja Turtles crossed over. We might potentially see that with Power Rangers. Again, we don't know what's gonna happen. It's going to be all in due time. And with everything that's going on Netflix, we're going to see that at some point. We don't know what Paramount and Hasbro are going to have up their sleeve, but it might be something in the vein of that. And I've been preaching this since 2016, 2017, we're going to have a Crisis on Infinite Earths moment, where everything's going to cross over, just like how they did with Crisis on Infinite Earths when they crossed over all the original CW, kids, WB, on DC shows like Smallville and Birds of Prey
Nation.
and the '60s Batman and freaking the Titans show and Doom Patrol, we're gonna see a crossover in a magnitude of that.
Yep.
Again, now I'll be done after this. When discussing about what type of Power Ranger show there should be, piggybacking off what Cody said, what Noemi said, what Kent said, what Jen and Clement
And Will Schufeld, you forgot that.
and our boy Will, who is the biggest DX fan we know, Generation X. Yes, there should be something like that's a Power Ranger show that's made that's kind of made in an adult fashion, but it's not in your face. I don't want a Power Ranger show that's in your face about certain things. I don't want them forcing certain things on there, like certain shows that have been on television for quite some time, like Supergirl. But I like. The nuance when you want something that has nuance, there's one thing that I have preached since the dawn of time, from our name redacted days all the way to Morphin Network, which this year we'll be celebrating our 3-year anniversary. Thank God. Subtlety. Time Force had subtlety. In Space had subtlety. Lost Galaxy had subtlety. The Fox era shows had subtlety. Going into the Disney era,
had subtlety.
If you're gonna make a show that's for a little more mature audience, but you can still have a younger demographic watch, like Cobra Kai, like The Mandalorian, and even all the DC shows are on the CW, like Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, Superman and Lois, Black Lightning, which is arguably the best show in that lineup. I'll fight anyone on that. Have it where you can have young adults watch it. Have it where you can have young children watch it. If you're going to do this, and I'm going to give this back to Ryan.
Do it right.
Treat it. You want to treat your younger audience, because at the end of the day, we're just a bunch of people in our mid to late 20s that still watch Power Rangers. You do not, and I repeat, you want to treat your younger audience like they are dumb. You want to treat the younger audience, because again, we're all in our mid to late 20s and we're still watching Power Rangers. You want to treat your younger audience who are under the age of 13 like the young adults they are going to be at some point, just like how Batman the Animated Series did, just like how the X-Men show did, just like the good chunk of the late 90s Power Rangers show did. You want to treat them like the adults that they will become in the future when we're all dead and gone.
Oh man, that was so great. That was so inspirational. It was so inspirational.
Praise.
Anyway,
no, he's right, and I said this. Like kids don't like it when you talk to them like kids. Kids prefer when you talk to them like adults. Kids like to sit at the adult grown-up table, and adults they don't always like to talk about work. They want to chillax and be all cool. Like middle ground.
Anyway, time. So before we go to the comments, let me go my take. So first of all, I have a feeling it might go to Paramount Entertainment, because I'm actually looking at. While you guys were talking, I was actually looking at their streaming service right now.
I was looking at it earlier too.
Let's just say it's so empty. I mean, it's fine and they're brand new, but they do need something. So don't be surprised if the kids.
I mean, the only thing that's popular is Yellowstone.
Yeah, so don't be surprised if they get Power Rangers here. But let's see. Again, it might get renewed contracts. There is some shows on Netflix that were renewed for contracts, so you never know. So again, guys, it's not officially over. It might still be in Netflix, because they are still keeping Ninja Steel, and they're still keeping that Beast Morphers and Mighty Morphin. So that means it's technically not over. But again, let's see what happens. All right. So the comment section time.
Bring them on.
Comment section time.
Actually, right quick, can we pretend we just go back to Leonard's finishing his statement, because I didn't think to play this until it was too late.
What's up? Go ahead.
No.
Wait, can you play that again? Play it again.
Okay, I feel like this is becoming like
knew
iCarly,
Ryan
but
was gonna
instead
try
it's
to do that.
iMorphin Network.
I know where you live, Ryan. Just keep that in mind.
This is like becoming iCarly now.
Hey, it's Carly. It's random runner.
Comment section time. It's Vish. Hi, Vish. How you doing, dude?
Hi.
Edward Sanchez. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
New Year.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wait, give me a sec. Give me a sec. That's actually cool. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. It's too low. Let me see if I can do it. There you go.
Noah. Hey, bro. What's up, bro? How you doing?
Well, the first would happen. You're not the first.
Breaking news. What's up, Ranger Select? How y'all doing?
Oh, Ranger Select.
Aiden, Power Rangers leaving Netflix? No. For now, like I said,
for now.
it'll probably go into Paramount Network, and because Paramount Network is empty. Because the only show I would watch on Paramount Network is Bar Rescue, because I want to watch John Tapper yell at some irresponsible bar owners. That's just me.
More as it develops.
Is that going to be Netflix? I can assume so. I'm guessing.
Ranger Select also says happy. Oh, Jesus.
Stan.
Ranger Select says Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year
True
to you too.
Godzilla. Hey guys, and why are Power Rangers leaving Netflix for no reason? No, man, it's not leaving. It's not. There's a reason. It's business wise, and that contract's going to be up
Contractual.
unless Netflix.
Always contractual.
Yeah.
It's contractual. It's not, no comment.
Tai Ho. Hopefully I'm saying the last name right. I'm sad that Power Rangers is leaving Netflix. Yeah, it sucks. It does. Not everyone can own the DVDs, but if you get a good discount price at flea market, grab it. Grab the entire legendary pack.
Well, you guys
Or
know
if you
it's not
pirate it.
just Power Rangers, right? Did you guys mention Beetleborgs and VR Troopers?
Yeah,
we
we
did
mentioned
mention that. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tudakis.
Oh, my bad.
It's all terrible. You can only watch it. Yeah. Mikey Perez. Hey guys, what's up, man?
What's up, Mikey?
Oh boy, I was watching Geki Ranger today, and I like your shirt. I like your shirt, Mike.
That Jungle Pizza.
Yeah.
Tudakis. I was sad when Bobby's World left Netflix. Oh yeah, he did.
Bobby World didn't leave Netflix. See, Netflix needs to get its crap together. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like they have a new Jurassic Park series out, and yet they keep dropping the original 3 movies.
Yes.
So it's like,
Harold Swanberg. At least have MMPR complete series and use them on DVDs, and I must get all the seasons as possible. Holding series sucks now, but that's why I prefer physical media. I actually agree with you there, man. Well,
yeah,
I actually agree with you. I actually still keep a lot of my DVDs. I actually still do.
Tyrone's a huge viewer of my YouTube channel, by the way. So, what's up, Tyrone?
Oh, cool.
Aiden McCartney. Hey, Select, are you gonna make? Oh, I don't know. No Cummings, no more Super Sentai for Power Rangers. Yes, there actually no. Currently, there's no more Super Sentai for Power Rangers because Toei and Hasbro did not renew their deal or did not do a new deal.
It's almost it's almost identical to friggin' Sony and Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, they will prevail.
Yeah, I always surprised they adapt a new season of Sentai.
It's more like a Disney conflict.
What's up? Hey, man.
What's up, Franco?
Mikey Perez, I'm honestly surprised by this, but to be honest, Power Rangers is living off MMPR. Yeah, I mean, it's technically not dead. It's still there. It's in purgatory.
It's not dead. It's the fact that, and I've said that we saw set this, and it's and I will stick to it because MMPR sold so much, and because people who are older than us grew up on MMPR, they're like it or not, that's the reason why Hasbro and even Nickelodeon, despite how we feel about Nickelodeon during the Neo Saban era, they cared to MMPR and wanted to make their seasons kind of like MMPR because of how successful it was in the 90s. Well, I've said this before, and I said it again.
So, like, we're trapped in a perpetual loop of nostalgia because, it's like, because, look, what 2010, more MMPR. Then 20th anniversary, more MMPR. Then 2017 movie came out, more MMPR. It's like every time when there's a reason to celebrate Power Rangers, they want to go back to MMPR because that was the first one, that's the nostalgic one. But the thing is, they keep dropping MMPR so frequently and so and like both in terms of how many times they do it and in what short of a distance from each interval they do it. It's not nostalgic anymore. It's only like something's nostalgic is when you haven't seen it for a while and then out of nowhere you see it again. If they're force feeding us MMPR, it's not nostalgic anymore.
That's like
we want to see more in space. We want to see more Lost Galaxy, Jungle Fury, Ninja Storm. You know,
like the rescue.
heck, I'm
Put
thinking
some
about
respect on
rewatching
Sky Cowboy.
Samurai because I haven't watched it in 10 years.
Put some respect on the Sky Cowboy.
So
Anyway.
what they're trying to say is, in 2 years, you guys get to see another MMPR reunion episode.
Exactly.
Anyway, oh, Thomas, Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year, Tom.
It's only a few Power Rangers seasons leaving Netflix, not all of them. Technically, it's a lot.
No, it's a
good chunk.
Good majority. That's not
Like
Mighty Morphin.
90% of Power Rangers is being
That-
released from Netflix.
Netflix just Thanos snapped Power Rangers out of existence.
Yeah, they only left Mighty Morphin. They left Beast Morphers, and they left
Ninja Steel.
Ninja Steel. Yeah.
Wrong. Beast Morphers is a good season, but still.
Fox Ranger 29. No way. I guess it's happening. It's happening, bro. It's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
Always getting bad news.
Wingwall. My friend take a weekend. Oh my god, I have no sleeping, bro.
Watching the MMPR and then start.
I wish you the best.
Good
Right,
luck. Survive.
Off the
You need to have
I've
good
watched all
endurance.
3 seasons in 1 week.
So this guy
It's not impossible, but it's
that guy
torture.
right there was a jerk.
Put your-
Whoever that was, I don't know who that was.
Put your survive vent into your advent deck and just go.
Oh,
right,
metal cluster.
like your name, bro.
This comment is high quality.
This jerk saying who should have let me in. Who's this jerk, man? Who's this guy?
I don't know who
I
that
don't know.
is. I
Some
really don't.
loser.
Some loser. Yeah, some loser, right? Yeah, some loser.
Yeah, no groupies. I'm just kidding.
Rare select a heart sign.
I think he's talking to Aiden. He's talking with Aiden.
I need to fight back against the things all fall. Cuties.
Okay, I want in on this. No one say anything. Mike, don't say anything. Cuties has nothing to do with Power Rangers needing Netflix. I know Cuties is a very controversial movie. Trust me, I watched it. It is a horrible movie, but it has nothing to do with why Power Rangers is leaving Netflix. Let's just keep that a buck 100.
Is it
Cuties
because
has
of
What
VR
I've
or
heard
something?
from you, I'm
That's
glad I
okay.
still didn't watch it.
No, y'all. Listen, everyone who wants to ask me questions about the movie, we're gonna do it after the podcast. I'm not gonna talk about it right here.
Yeah,
I'll pop some popcorn. Anybody want popcorn? I'll pop some popcorn.
Popcorn? Anyway, okay, we'll do one more, guys. We'll do one more. Actually, no, we'll do 3 more. Have you ever played Toontown? Christian?
No,
What?
never got to. What's up, Chris?
That was really an old game.
I actually did play Toontown, Chris. I
It's
did.
gonna be hard to
Never got
locate
the chance.
VR
Just the last 2 volumes winged.
Yeah, guys, you actually want to build for BR Troopers? Might as well do it now.
Good luck. That's all I'm gonna
It's
say.
not on
Good
Shout
luck.
Factory no more. They're out of
Good luck trying to find the DVDs because it's just as hard trying to find DVDs of Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Good luck. Survive.
I saw them on
Actually,
eBay.
Shout Factory store still sells them on Amazon.
I mean,
But Dragon Knight, yeah, good luck finding that.
you can always go look for Power Ranger episodes called Kiss Cartoon. Wink, wink.
So
Anyway, City Helms. I'm positive it's gonna be a new cover. Oh shoot! Actually, I didn't think of that.
I didn't think about that either.
That is a high possibility. Good comment, Cindy Helms. The good comment. Only if we had a legit like a giveaway, I could legit just give you a
Can someone
giveaway.
give me context? What's the Discover app?
So Discovery Channel is making their own streaming service. They're putting a lot of.
Remember the Hub?
No, it's not the Hub. I actually seen
No,
it.
no. The Hub used to belong to the Hub was a channel that belonged to Discovery, and they played Hasbro property shows like Transformers Prime, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, G.I. Joe, Renegade. I can't remember what else
Didn't
they
used to
had
play
because
Batman the
I
animated
didn't have that
series?
channel.
And I believe
Yeah.
they had Discovery Kids because the shows that I used to watch from there is Bindi, the Jungle Girl, and the Saddle Club.
And Ninja Turtles: The Next
Swear
Mutation.
to God, they did air Batman the animated series and
Batman Beyond. They did Batman Beyond as well.
Yeah,
Speaking
that
of
one
Batman.
too.
Speaking of
And
Batman
the
Beyond and
Batman.
Batman Anime series, it's actually now gonna be HBO Max. So
Yes.
And Flight 21 Down.
Anyway,
again, I don't have to worry about that.
with that,
dang it, Cody.
we get it, Cody. You
Hey,
collect
Cody.
stuff, okay? We don't have the time or the money.
That's actually cool. Actually, hold up. That's actually cool. Let me put that in the display. That's actually cool.
We don't have the time or the money to do that,
Oh,
Cody.
that's
We
actually-
get it,
that's
dog.
actually- I love that. I love that. Actually, it's like Cody, if you do ever do cons, give me a piece. I actually want that display in my background.
That looks
Alright.
nice.
Yeah,
that
it really is.
With that being said, guys, that's awesome though.
They had like not only Fox Kids but also like Jetix and all that good stuff.
Oh, I had that custom made.
Jetix.
Dang, what the
Really?
dude, hold up. You have a Jetix
Make
one?
it weird.
You do?
Make it big.
Jetix?
And make it funny.
I don't see Gen X.
You
I
made
see
Jetix
Fox
one?
Kids.
Fox Kids?
Oh.
Okay.
Anyways, with that being said, guys, that is it for our brand new. Well, it's not Ranger Podcast Live, but it's the show.
It's a special episode.
It's, yeah,
It's a DVD extra.
It's
There
the
you go.
View, it's the View Power Rangers edition.
And
Yeah.
I'm a star.
Yes, the View Power Rangers edition. Ryan, you are the commander in chief. Where can the people find you, dude?
They can find me going to her house and going to Cody's house and stealing that Fox Kids sign right there.
I hope you know
All right,
that.
cool.
Anyway, you can find me on Instagram, that's the boy super 7. You can find me on Instagram, that's the boy super 7. Yes, I do have a Twitter, but I don't really use it. And please
All
follow the Morphin Network, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And also, please, you can also find my articles at Luminary. Actually, I do write some articles. I'm actually writing an article about a spider man.
I'm actually playing a game about a Spider-Man.
So if you're watching this, sorry for being late on this. I know I used to me this morning, but I was actually watching some stuff. And I was
I
actually
can talk to you about that.
So I'm sorry.
Cody, you are our guest. Where can the people find you, dude?
You can probably find me in Ryan's house stealing all his legacy figures or lightning.
Oh no!
They can find me on YouTube as Cody's House of Geek, and I also run one of the biggest 90s pages called Growing Up in the 90s on Facebook. I have that. I don't need to steal that. I got that over there.
Mike, where can the people find you, dude?
You can find me on Instagram at hold on. Oh, what's going on here? Chrono.
Just say it.
Chrono_just_cosplay, and you can find me on Twitch
Wait,
at
how'd you get that?
twitch.tv/BrokenKabuto, where you can watch me play Spider-Man
My
and
husband.
Kamen Rider.
All right, then. Where can the people find you,
Let me
dude?
put the thing back on.
Also, before we, since we're doing, actually, let's see if we can make it 1,500 subs so Leonard can play this beautiful game I'm playing right now. It's called Kingdom Hearts on the
Oh, no.
Ryan, I
stick
gotta have
it.
you on the Switch, dude.
Clement, where can they find you, dude?
You guys can find me on Instagram, cleal1031, and I'm hanging around the Morphin Network channel, so pretty easy to find.
All right, then. Kent, where can they find you?
Instagram, Brown_K, and QR Ranger Book, where I show this thing off. So,
all right, then. Normie, where can they find you?
You wonderful people can find me on Instagram, Bride of Spider-Man. I do have Twitter, it's the same name as my Instagram also. My YouTube channel, Cosplay Chica 101. And I have a special announcement, which this year I will start my own Twitch channel very soon with the help of my good boy Leonard. So all of you stay tuned, and I'll look at my Instagram stories for any updates on my channel.
Oh, before I leave, one more announcement to make. Technically we don't have stuff, but Fox, you have the sexy man voice here. Tell us about our new year, new sponsor.
We have a new sponsor, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Do we have a photo of it?
Yeah, it's over here.
We are now being sponsored by Kendall and Made, which is a t-shirt company. More info will be up soon. Just give us a moment and everything like that.
Yes, just give us maybe a few more weeks or maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll give you some info. But that is our new sponsor, Kendall and Made.
Congrats, guys.
Yes.
We got another one. Jen, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Jen Messina. That is GNMESINA. And I think that's everyone, right?
Twitter. Where's your Twitter?
You know what, Jen Pink too. I hardly use Twitter anymore.
All right, and y'all can find me on Twitter and Instagram at @TheReckless_Fox, YouTube Reckless_Fox, and find all my latest game content on Twitch.tv/RecklessFox. And tune in an hour on my Twitch channel. Myself, Mike, get that off the screen. Myself, Mike, Jen, and
Oh my
Elaine will be
God.
doing the first episode of the year of the Show Gaming Podcast, and we're going to be talking about CD Projekt Red, Cyberpunk, and the current state of the gaming industry because of what happened when Cyberpunk got released. All that more tonight on twitch.tv/RecklessFox. Be sure to follow us on SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, and Spotify, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. We are there, and we just finished off Terminator month. We have one more to do, and that's Terminator Dark Fate. And there you go.
Can I add something real quick, Ryan?
Sure.
People don't know I do the designs for Morphin Network.
Yeah, so
can you show off one of the? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, actually, we have one right here.
It's so beautiful.
I have one right here.
I did that design right there. That
Yeah,
design
so
right there.
this Cody's design. Yeah, this Cody's
This is-
design.
Okay, there you go. There you go. There you
Hi.
go.
Thank you, Cody.
Cody, it's awesome. This is the best one Cody has ever done. It's so beautiful.
This
Look
has
at
been
the text. Look at
this
the
has been a very special episode of the Morphin Network. We will tune in later this week for more shows. Until then,
Hold up.
see y'all later.
Hold up. I'm going off script. You guys want to make thumbnails? I need a thumbnail maker. This guy is your guy.
Yes, message Cody. Do message him, dox him, do something. You want some? Don't actually dox him, but you want him. You got him. Let him know.
Yeah, so Cody, where can they purchase your or like do business with your thumbnails? Where can they find you?
You just message me on Facebook.
Yeah, so
That's my
first
name.
Facebook. Or is
This name right here, just look for that, and you'll see a picture of Andy Kaufman.
yes. All right, guys. Hey, Cody, this is Morphin Network, and Happy New Year, and we're stay safe, and yes.
Stay safe, people.
Stay safe. Now, where is that ending logo?
Bye, guys.
Smile.
Bye.
Bye, guys. See y'all later. Peace.
Love you guys.
Bye.